Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Football Manager video. This is episode 2 of my series. We're still in beta. Beta will be out for another few weeks. And boy, I'm loving this. When I used to play this back before I played Minecraft, I used to play this like a lot. I played it all the time. Since then, I've never really been able to properly sink my teeth into a career or something. I'm enjoying this certainly, and we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, this is just an update video to talk about what's gone on in pre-season, because we are now at the eve of, or we're almost at the eve of the first league fixture of the season, and a lot has gone on. I might show some footage because Football Manager has this thing where you can export clips of games, so I might show some clips later on, but we'll see if I have time for that. Anyway, let's have a look at the fixtures. So I played the St Johnstone under-20s game on camera. As you can see, here it is. We managed to get a 3-1 win. Chris Kane scored 2, Liam Craig. Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Then we played Brecon Victoria. Got a good 6-0 win there. Nothing less than I expected, to be honest. Chris Kane got a hat-trick. Blair Alston got a goal, and Graham Cummings got a couple. Unfortunately, Liam Gordon here got injured, and I will speak a bit more about injuries in a bit, because they've kind of plagued us. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's like I'm just a bad manager. I think probably the latter, but we'll see. Then we started a pre-season tour of Germany. We lost 2-0 to this team. I never actually checked their team. I wanted to see how good they actually were. They don't seem to be as good as us, that's the thing. Yeah, I think arguably we were better. We should have won, but it was pre-season, so whatever. I don't care an awful lot. And then the proper games got started. So for those that don't know, the League Cup used to just be a knockout competition for teams in the Scottish League. Then this year was the first year, IRL this year was the year they changed it to a league for competition, as you can see. So we have to play 4 group games in a group of 5, and then the top 2 go through, or the top team definitely goes through, and then it's like the best second place teams go through, or something like that, or maybe it's all second place team. I can't remember. But anyway, we started off with a game against East Fife. As you can see, we got a 3-1 win. We scored a couple. Chris Kane got the opening goal, and this guy called Christian Bielik got the second. They did pull one back in the 59th minute, but then Stephen McLean rounded off the win in the 70th minute. Then we were back in Germany for another game. I actually cancelled the last German friendly because I couldn't be bothered with it, to be perfectly honest. We managed to win this one. These guys don't appear to be as good as us either. I'll just click on a few of them just to see. Yeah, okay, maybe they're better. They seem better than the last team, actually. But we managed to get a 1-0 win. It was a pretty even game, but Graham Cummings scored for us. And yep, we won our second game in Germany, our second and last game. But then it was back to the serious stuff in the League Cup, the new League Cup format. Of course, after the group stages, it will be knockout games, but for the early stage, it is just a group setup. Queen of the South. Oh, geez, I didn't realise we scored so late. Oh yeah, because we held them for we were held at 0-0 for a long time, and then Graham Cummings and Sam McQueen, they both got goals in the last 15 minutes, which gave us the win and the 3 points. At least I think it's 3 points. 3 points for a win? Yeah, 3 points for a win. Our next game was against Bucky Thistle, who are in the Highland League. They were very, very much inferior to us. We managed to get a 3-2 win, but we did concede twice. Once from a penalty, from which this chap, Will Packwood, was sent off as a result of the tackle he made, because it was kind of a last man situation. Michael Coulson, Lewis Coyle and Graham Cummings did score for us, however, but one of their guys got a goal in injury time to make it 3-2, so kind of embarrassing. But, well, it was embarrassing, it was a win, but not a satisfactory one, if you know what I mean. We conceded 2 goals, and that's just not really good, if you ask me. Our final game was against Airdrie Onions, who are 2 leagues below us. So again, it was a pretty easy win. Graham Cummings got a couple. Graham Cummings has done really well so far. He's got 4 goals so far in 4 games, so really happy for him. Unfortunately got injured in this game, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Paul Payton got a goal and Danny Swanson also got a goal. Ian Russell scored one for them. This is how, I've already shown it, but this is how the group looked at the end. So 4 wins out of 4. All the teams we played were inferior to us as far as ability and like division and that. They were all, we were expected to beat all of them. So 4 wins out of 4 is the bare minimum, I guess, of what was expected. I mean, Queen of the South, I think, was probably the hardest game, but we still managed to get 3 points there. And we're on to the next round, which is against Rangers, unfortunately. So our minimum expectation is to get to the quarterfinal, so we need to win this game to match the board's expectation. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's coming up. Well, that's next. Wait, is that midweek? Flippin' heck, that's midweek. Okay, well, looks like we've got a game against Rangers coming up. But yeah, that's the fixtures so far. So we've won most of the games. Remember, some of them have been friendly games, and then the other games in the League Cup have been against teams that are not as good as us. So, I mean, it's been pretty easy so far, but it's going to get a lot tougher when we start our league campaign against Hamilton. Now, with regards to the squad and transfers made, we have made a few transfers. Transfer history. Okay, so here we are. Most of them are loan deals. The reason I've been making a lot of loan deals is because I disabled transfer budgets for the first season, and so I can't actually sign any players because they cost money, and I can't offer contracts to many players because the signing on fees require me to have a transfer budget, and I don't have a transfer budget, so I can't give them signing on fees, and therefore they will be unwilling to join my club. But yeah, we made a bunch of loan signings, mainly from England, actually all from England. So we got this guy, Christian Bielik. I'm terrible at pronouncing foreign names, so I will probably butcher some of these. But he's an 18-year-old centre-back, pretty talented. Coach Report has him at a 3-star rating. So he's young. He could grow into a really, really good centre-back, and we're lucky to have him for the season. Just for interest's sake, he's from Poland. Next, we've got someone from Chelsea. This guy's name is Fikayo Tomori. He's also 18. Also got a decent coach report, and it looks like he's going to be a good one for the future too. He's a centre back / right back. Got a lot of pace about him, which is good. Which is his preferred position? I think he's both. Yeah, he can play in both. Although I'll probably use him at right back more just because of his pace. But yeah, we got him. Then we got someone from Leyton Orient, a Portuguese guy, Sandro Semedo. He plays on the left side of midfield, or he can play left side of defence, but I will probably use him more in midfield given the fact that his attacking stats are so much better than his defensive stats. He's 19. Yep, he looks pretty good, so I'm happy to have him. We got this guy Tom Field from Brentford. Unfortunately, he's not that good. The coach report has him at where is it? Yeah, 2-star rating. So he's not amazingly good. But I was struggling for people on the left, although I'm not anymore. But at the time I was. So yeah, I'm not so sure about this guy, to be honest. We'll see where he is in a few days, I guess. The only actual signing I made was this guy, who happens to be from the US of A. Will Packwood. So who's he played for? Okay, so he's been in England most of his career for Birmingham, Cheltenham, Colchester, various clubs in there. And he's a bit of a utility man. He can play right back, centre back, and also in midfield. He's already had 1 red card though, which is on his debut as well. So that's kind of funny. But hopefully he'll be alright. How good is he? So yeah, he's still got a bit of potential ability to fulfill. Hopefully we can help him fulfill that. We also signed Louis Coyle from Leeds. Right back and midfield right. We'll probably use him more as a right back in his favoured position. And similarly, we've got Sam McQueen here from Southampton. He is a midfield left. Already got a goal, which was really good. But he's doing pretty well. Although he's injured at the minute, which is quite unfortunate. Yeah, he's got some potential to fulfill potential abilities. 21. And then we've got this guy. I realised I was lacking strikers, so I signed Vahid Hambo, who's Finnish. And he's got some really, really good stats. He's from Brighton, 16 finishing. He's a bit of a target man, which is good. So we got him in the squad. So those are all the signings we've made. Now, the implication that has is this. So this is a squad, and we'll just untick that. There we go. As you can see, we've got a lot of players. We have got a grand total of 30 players in the team. There's probably an easy way I could have shown that, but 30 people in the team, in the first team squad at the minute. For me, that's way too many. You also notice we are actually missing a lot of players, either due to suspension or injury, and some of those are long-term injury. So if you get rid of those, then we're probably down to about, I don't know, 24. 24 even then is still quite a lot. But the thing is, I was kind of hoping to have strength and depth, but I think I've overdone it with the signings. We have a lot of loan signings, so I might axe some of them, get rid of some of them, just because I don't want to have too many players on the books. We actually lost Alan Manis, our first goalkeeper, to injury, so we've had to play a reserve goalkeeper, Xander Clark, who's done alright. I don't think he's looks like he's got 3 clean sheets in pre-season. Unfortunately, he's conceded a bit in the cup games, but that's okay. We still got through them. And yeah, just generally, we do have a big squad. We lost Chris Kane as well, who's a good striker. Yeah, injuries are really frustrating at the minute. So one thing about the game I really dislike, apart from losing, is just injuries. It's so annoying. But we'll see. We'll see how we do. Actually, I take it back. We've only got 29 first team players because this guy's an under 20, but he's listed in the first team squad because I don't have a second keeper. So yeah, we'll just see how things go. If we have a look at the schedule coming up, we've got Hamilton, Kilmarnock, Partick Thistle, and Ross County in August in the league. Those are actually alright games. Like, honestly, we should be winning most of those. Like, if this was IRL, we should be winning most of those. I think me as a manager will probably win like none of those and draw a few and lose the rest. We've also got Rangers in the Cup. That's going to be a tough game. I'm not sure if we'll be able to beat them, but we'll see. I wonder if you can set nicknames for teams. I wonder if I could call them this. There we go. Oh no, it doesn't work. Oh well. So yeah, the league, technically we should be getting off to a good start. We'll see. Games get a lot tougher, it looks like, in the month of September. And basically onwards from there. We'll see how things go though. We'll see how things go. One thing I really like is this social feed. Because it's basically like, it's like a Twitter feed. You get an idea of what people are saying, how people react to you. Look at this. So this random guy's gone, St Johnstone could struggle following Sam McQueen's injury. They're already missing several players and the season hasn't even started yet. And then this guy, Adam Donaldson, said, another one? So it's like genuine, it seems like it's genuine Twitter posts and related to what's happening, because obviously that's another injury. McQueen was injured. We've now got like, I don't know, 6 or something injuries, maybe more. And people are reacting to that, and it's really cool. I really like it. Unfortunately, it does at times create a negative atmosphere. Like, at times I was trying to sign a player, and then there'd be a Twitter feed. The Twitter feed would say, some people would be like, oh, that's a good idea, and some people would be like, what? Why is he going for this player? It's a waste of time, or something like that. So it does create a negative, at times create a negative vibe, but I guess that's just a way of, you know, Twitter in the real world. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.